never drink coffee because it'll kill you. There's no place for coffee in our lives. That is not true, because in Ayurveda, just like Dr. Lad has taught us, anything can be poison in excess or out of balance, and anything can be medicine if done appropriately. So, Dr. Lad, everybody in America drinks coffee as part of the religion?
That's very true. Even food is medicine if it is prepared and taken in proper dosage. Even food can become poison if it is not properly prepared and if it is overindulged. Same thing, poison can be medicine. The snake venom can become a medicine, it can save the life. Similarly, Ayurveda says everything is medicine. And as you say, medicine everywhere, that's very true. So coffee is a very ancient drink. And they talk a great deal about the property of coffee. Coffee is bitter and astringent. Because of bitter, it acts on the colon. And because of astringent, it acts on the cecum and rectum. So, as I was traveling to London, and my God, in the journey, eating late at night, and I had a diarrhea. And moment we landed at Heathrow Airport, my stomach was growling and I had to run to the toilet. So I have this nutmeg in my pocket. So I told my friend, I want black coffee. She says, Dr. Lad, you are drinking black coffee. I said, it is a medicine for me. And she brought a black coffee and there was no grater, so I just cut with my teeth and put little nutmeg in the coffee, and I drank that coffee, and that stopped my diarrhea, my tummy ache, overindulgence in the hyperperistalsis. And amazing, and because of nutmeg is a little narcotic. It is a tranquilizer, and I feel good. Then we have to travel from there to the Stonehenge. It's very far away. But my whole journey in England becomes safe because of coffee and because of nutmeg. This is a cute little story. So in Ayurveda, coffee is a very beautiful medicine if we take it. But don't drink coffee soon after food. People drink coffee after breakfast. No. You have to drink coffee separately. In the morning, a cup of coffee, or in the late afternoon, 4 o'clock, you can have a cup of coffee. When you are tired, exhausted, and you feel dull, heavy, just 1 cup of coffee will make you alert. And what word do you use?
Jagruti.
Jagruti. So we get Jagruti means awakening. It really awakens all the sensory perception. So in the coffee, would you like to demonstrate them how to make them and then weigh at the time of...
Absolutely. Let's do it.
That's good.
So it's really important, Dr. Lad. So you can source beans at different elevations. They have different flavor, different profiles. Would you, when you're thinking about keeping your body in balance,
Correct.
What kind of things should we keep in mind? If you can have more of a sour bean, or you can have more of a robust bean, which takes a little bit more bitter and bold. So when picking a bean, what should somebody think through?
Bitter is better.
Bitter is better.
Bitter is better than sweeter.
And better than sour.
Yeah, because bitter detox liver.
Okay.
Bitter is good for pancreas. It will control the blood sugar. And bitter will detox the spleen also. Even quinine is very bitter. And bitter can kill that malarial parasite. So bitter taste is antibacterial, antiviral, and antiparasitic. That's a very beautiful quality. So bitter is good.
And if someone is buying a sour bean, what does that do to their body? What could be the negative ramifications?
Sour is okay for Vata person and Kapha people. But sour is not good for Pitta, because Pitta is acidic, sour is acidic. And sour taste will provoke Pitta dosha. They can get GERD. Now, if you love GERD, fine, then you can enjoy sour.
And nobody loves GERD, so make sure you guys don't do that. Also, there's always a good side to everything, Dr. Lad. So the good side to diarrhea is that you get to have coffee.
Correct. And some people, early in the morning, when they drink 1 cup of coffee, that coffee stimulates gastrocolic reflex. It stimulates your nervous system. Or also it stimulates parasympathetic nervous system, and really it activates the colon and people get a good bowel movement. People who have tendency to get constipation, If they drink early morning coffee with these spices, amazing, they will get call number 2 within no minute. That's wonderful.
That's perfect. So coffee has a lot of benefits. We're going to make a cup of coffee. Dr. Lad, really quickly, we have cardamom, we have cinnamon, and clove, and nutmeg here. Can you tell us a little bit, why would somebody put this, before we make the coffee, why would anybody put this into the coffee, and what do these things do?
You know, these seasoning, these spices, they act like an antidote to the caffeine. Caffeine in a small dose is okay as a stimulant, but too much caffeine can stimulate cortisol, adrenal, stress hormone, blood pressure can shoot.
Right.
So, cardamom is like cardium. Cardamom is good for the heart. It improves the circulation into the pericardium, into the myocardium, and cardamom is a wonderful spices. It is called Ela. If you take 1 teaspoon of cardamom, you will vomit, because under Vamaka, that which does emetic action, cardamom is number very important. So if we put a little bit cardamom, like a pinch, into the cup of coffee, then that cardamom is a very stimulant, and it improves the flavor, it kindles Agni, and it will detox the liver. Second is cinnamon. Cinnamon trees are there, and the bark of the cinnamon tree, it is pungent and sweet. Cinnamon can prevent heart attack. Cinnamon kindles Agni, Jatara Agni, which is gastric fire, and also cinnamon stimulates Bhuta Agni in the liver, so it is a liver detoxifier. Cinnamon is a blood thinner, and it improves coronary circulation, pulmonary circulation, so it can prevent heart attack. Then clove. Oh, clove is wonderful. You know, clove is a very aphrodisiac. In India, that pan, the betel leaves and betel nut pan, and they put whole clove.
Like a button.
Like a button.
Yeah.
No, but button is done when everything is folded.
Okay.
When before folding, they put a clove and they light it on a spirit lamp.
Got it.
And when the clove is burning, they put that burned clove and then close it and then put another button. Oh, that is a strong aphrodisiac. That is called Palang Tod Pan.
Palang Tod Pan.
Oh my God.
We will not translate that, but for those that you know what he just said. Okay.
Palang Tod Pan means it can break even bed. So
a bed breaking pan. So like the aphrodisiac is so good it breaks the bed.
So this is really, it stimulates testosterone in the man, estrogen in the woman. It is a good source to stimulate pineal gland, and it releases serotonin. Even for depression, this is great. So cardamom, there's a clove, just 1 pinch of clove added into the coffee, and that will improve the flavor.
Dr. Lad, quick question. So is that only good for testosterone? So generally in Ayurveda, the rasayana is good for male and female. Is this only good for male, or?
No, it is bilateral. It is both for male and female.
Both for male and
or
female.
Bisexual. It is good for that. I was not going to use that word bisexual. I would say bilateral, but
no, we know exactly what you're talking about. So it's for male and female, bisexual.
Then this is cardamom. We talk about that cardamom part.
Right.
You know, astrologically, cardamom is Venus. Clove is also Venus.
Lots of Venus.
So some romantic woman, if you chant a mantra, the mantra is carried by cardamom and clove. And in Vashikaran, to attract that person, they give that cardamom. And once that person chews the cardamom, he fall in love with you eternally.
This is fantastic.
This is a very spiritual side of it. So cardamom is good for love, compassion, care.
So if you're not getting along with your wife or husband, put the love in the cardamom, have them chew the cardamom, and there you go. Fantastic.
When you have little conflicting dialogue with your wife, just make this kind of coffee and put cardamom and clove. She will love you eternally.
What about art? You know, so Venus has to do with creating art or writing books. Can we use the same thing for creativity?
Yeah. But in order to write a book, then we need little cinnamon, cardamom with Brahmi.
Brahmi. I knew it. I knew you were going to say Brahmi.
Yeah, Brahmi is good for the brain. And in the Brahmi, if you put a ginger, a pinch of cardamom, pinch of clove, and take that Brahmi churna, Saraswati, oh, amazing. You will become poet, you will write poetry, and that is the prabha of cardamom and clove.
So many students, they actually drink coffee. You know, if
Oh,
they're
yeah,
taking
yeah.
a full credit,
Right,
even our
right.
ASP students, so
Correct.
if they put a little bit of Brahmi, cardamom, and clove in their
Amazing.
coffee,
That's very
and they
good.
can digest it better.
Correct, right.
Fantastic. Okay, a few more questions, Dr. Lad. So these spices, you know, this is an espresso machine, and Dr. Lad or I, neither of us are experts, but we're going to do our very best today. So you have an opportunity, Dr. Lad, to add the spices in the espresso process,
Correct,
like when the hot water and pressure is going through the coffee grind. Would it be better to put it in there or to put it on top of the coffee?
Yeah, put it under, both way can be done, but if you put it here, then with the heat, it will nicely intermingle, it will be nicely amalgamated with every molecule of coffee. If you add externally, then it is just floating on the surface.
Floating, yeah. It gets stuck in your teeth.
Yeah. So it is better to put it into that.
Fantastic. So I think that we have most of the questions. One of the quick thing, Dr. Lad, I had a client, she had perpetual high blood pressure, and she was on the medications, pharmaceutical, she was on the herbs. She did a coffee fast. I mean, she didn't drink coffee, but a chai fast. And during her fast, her blood pressure dropped 20 points.
Correct.
So what my question is, if someone is drinking coffee regularly, is it good for them to do, most people just to do periodic fasts just to keep all of their...
You know, the beauty is the coffee in the first half an hour, it is a vasodilator. Therefore, it brings down the blood pressure. But then it is a vasoconstrictor.
Right.
Then it will shoot up the BP. That is the
Sure.
after effect.
That's the after effect. Perfect. Okay. So, so pausing on coffee every now and then, if
Correct,
you're drinking on a regular basis,
Right,
is
right.
probably beneficial.
So
right?
that's why these spices are okay. So they will sustain the vasodilation action.
Got it. Perfect. Okay. All right. So I think we can dive into the coffee making. So at first, we're going to get the coffee ground. And these are high quality beans. These are sourced from Costa Rica. So this is a really good blend. And this is not a sour blend, Dr. Lad.
Correct.
Okay, so now we have our coffee here. Okay. And you've got this little stompy thing that you're supposed to temper the coffee with. So how much of this should we put in here, Dr. Lad? Shall we start
So
with
what is this?
This is cardamom.
Cardamom, quarter of a teaspoon.
All right, quarter of a teaspoon. We're going to eyeball it.
Cinnamon, half a teaspoon.
Okay.
And 1/8 of a teaspoon of clove, just skinny mini. Wonderful.
Fantastic. Okay. And then should we put the nutmeg on here as well, Dr. Lad?
Grated nutmeg.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh, good.
Plenty of nutmeg.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and
Yeah, I can smell it. Wonderful.
Smells delicious.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, funny story, Dr. Lad. When I was a student of yours, you gave and I never in my life sleep in class, any class, never, definitely not in your class. And you talked to us about nutmeg. Then that night I went home, I made turmeric milk, and I put, I think like half a teaspoon of nutmeg in there.
Oh my God, that
The
was
next
huge.
day, I could barely keep my head up, Dr. Lad. It lasted in my body for so long, and I understood even such a simple spice can be so powerful.
So powerful.
Yeah.
That's why drug addict criminal, they go to the kitchen of the jail and they ask for nutmeg.
Yes. Why is that, Dr. Lad? Give us a little more detail.
Because they are drug addict, they need something tranquilizer. So
Right.
they develop friendship with the cook and they ask him, just give me nutmeg. I learned it from my client who was in the jail. He said nutmeg is used in the... Then the jailer come to know that this nutmeg is sneaking and people are addicted to it.
Perfect. Okay, so don't get a nutmeg habit, because you can definitely form one. All right, let's see here now. I'm going to go ahead and put this in our machine.
Ah,
So we went ahead and put that in here, and then we'll put the cup underneath, and then all we have to do is hit the shot button. You know, another thing that I realized, Dr. Lad, when I was in Costa Rica, so in the United States, everybody does a double shot, 2 shots of espresso.
Wow.
In Costa Rica, even the kids drink coffee, but they only have 1 shot, everybody. So it has a lot less caffeine when I visited all the little villages in Costa Rica. So some countries drink, and the Costa Rican bean is not as powerful as a Colombian bean or a bean from Brazil. So it seems that they can enjoy the coffee without so much of the after effects. But in the United States, everything is double shot. All right, that looks like coffee. So now we have the espresso that has been made. Remove this guy. And we'll put the espresso on the side. And then we have to, oh, Dr. Lad, before we do, so a lot of people drink black coffee. Can you tell us the difference between drinking black and then a latte, which the majority of the coffee would be milk? Can you tell us the differences?
you know, generally people who do intermittent fasting, for them it is better to drink coffee without milk.
Right.
Because even according to naturopathy, if you take milk, your fasting is broke.
Right,
It will break your fast.
Yeah.
Because it has carbohydrates, it has fat, it has every
Lactose, yeah.
So, to maintain the cellular fast, better not to add.
Great advice.
And the black coffee is good to kindle Pilu Agni and Pitta Agni,
Wow.
so that it will burn the arm at cellular level.
So Pilu and Pitta Agni, for everybody to understand, that has to do with your cellular intelligence, your cellular metabolism in the nucleus and the cellular membrane level. So what Dr. Lad is really bringing to light is the power of this down to your DNA expression, which is very interesting.
Correct.
Okay. All right, so now we'll make the milk. So I'm gonna steam the milk, Dr. Lad. Clean this little guy. Okay, wish me luck, Dr. Lad. This is the hardest part. We're just gonna wait for the milk to get warm. And today, Dr. Lad, I'm gonna be your barista. So let it get a little warmer. This off. If we don't clean it off, the milk will stick on there. All right, there's the moment of truth, Dr. Lad. Quite a bit. But the foam looks good, Dr. Lad.
Amazing. I see Om there. Can you see?
Dr. Lad, I see the Om as well.
That's
That
great.
is literally an Om. Y'all have that on the overhead?
It's a very holy, sacred coffee now.
All right, perfect. So let's get that. It's slowly going away. Let's show everybody the Om. Can you show them, Dr. Lad? Mm-hmm. It's like this.
This is Ma.
Fantastic.
Wonderful. That's great.
So now, Dr. Lad, what we'll do is I'll add a little bit of sugar in there for you.
Correct.
And then we will put some nutmeg on top.
Good.
One more, is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, enough too. But we already added nutmeg, no?
We already added nutmeg.
then
Then it's
that's
okay.
enough, that's
Okay, no
enough.
problem. Now it's the swirl of the galaxies and universe, Dr. Lad.
Oh,
The
that's
Om.
great.
Big Bang.
Now it looks like a nebula, see?
Yeah, nebula.
Wonderful.
So would you like to do the honors and try it, Dr. Lad?
Okay.
It's really full. I filled it too much, by the way, everyone, so.
Wow.
Is it too
No,
strong?
very good. No, it's good. Amazing, very beautiful. Oh, it is heavenly. It is Amrut.
Fantastic.
Oh, this is great.
So, Dr. Lad, there's another thing. You know, whenever we make something for each other, especially somebody that we love, can you talk about the energetics of creating something with like love, creating something with joy that another person consumes? What are your thoughts on that?
You know, love is another name for awareness. And awareness is clarity. Awareness is perception. Therefore, awareness is love and freedom. So you put a lot of love, just putting that powder and this cardamom, cinnamon, and the way you were operating, that was just action of awareness. So that was love in action. And when you make such a kind of sweet, loving, compassionate, tender, loving care, TLC coffee, this really, you can feel the flavor of the coffee associated with your love and compassion. That's very good. So always in the morning, you should make coffee to the loved one and they will eternally love you.
Well, that's a perfect ending because Dr. Lad is my loved one, and I'm really glad that we got to have coffee today. We'll see you in our next episode. We're actually going to sit down and enjoy this coffee. Much love and light. Namaste.
Thank you.